They say one who follows the philosophy of life leads a successful life. Speaking of which, welcome to the Philosophy of Life to be presented here by Mr. Basdeo Dwarka. Today this gentleman will speak to you and I about Vachan.
Welcome to Philosophy of Life. My subject today is Vachan, which means promise. Many of you have read in the Ramayana the Vachan or promise of Raja Dasarath. Raghukul reet sada chaliyai, pran jai par vachan na jai. King Dasarath, with his powers, could have called on his guards to get rid of Kaikeyi, but no, he lived up to his promise and died for it. Vachan is an Indian tradition. Predominantly when in older times, kings and queens used to give vachans or solemn promises in lieu of some special and extraordinary services rendered to them by their subject. They could be encashed by the receiver at the time of his needs. These promises were most of the time fulfilled, but at times were cause of serious embarrassment to the giver. Times changed fast, and the circumstances under which the promises were made also modified. But a promise is a promise. It had to be fulfilled under all circumstances, as the giver feared a backlash from the public. In Treta Yuga, Ram, the rightful owner of the throne of Ayodhya, was banished to the forest by King Dasarath to fulfill his vachan given to Queen Kaikeyi. She wanted the throne for her son Bharat, who was also the cousin brother of Ram. Bharat, a great devotee of Ram, had but to rule the kingdom against his own wishes. That was in Treta Yuga. Now, what of now in this Kali Yuga, when promises are made to be broken? In Satyug, a promise of high eminence preferred death rather than break a promise. Word of mouth was considered solemn, something vetted by God. Even the common folk treated one another with trust. In the present day, people in the West still place a lot of trust in one another. Word of mouth and promises are made to be kept. Ties are broken with mutual consent, no hard feeling on either side. What happens when you do not keep your promise? The guilt inherent in you is carried forward into your next life through the Atma soul. Why burden your future with the deeds of this life? You carry your punya or pap into next life. Never make a promise which you cannot fulfill. If made, never go back to a promise. Live not for this life alone. God awaits you in His kingdom. Namaste. Thank you.